start with an opening statement from Coach.
Well, we beat a team that is objectively a great team. It's no one's opinion. They've beaten great teams, and they've done it year after year. And we have to feel tremendous about getting a hard-earned victory against a special opponent like that. But that being said, I'm not overly surprised because, in fact, I'm not surprised at all. I think our players are good. You know, we expect, if anything, you talk about having high expectations, and when we don't meet those, we're frustrated, and we're surprised when we don't play well, especially against good teams. So I'm not surprised at how well our guys did and that they were able to pull out the victory, but it's certainly special beating a team and a program that we respect and admire the way we do Butler.
John, what enabled you to stay in the game?
Fighting. You know, it's interesting. A media person texted me yesterday and said, what's the most important thing in the game? And I said, matching their effort. And obviously when you match it, that just gets you even. You somehow got to squeeze out an extra play, like a DJ Peters in charge or a Steve Zach tap in. So, you know, they do virtually everything well. You know, I'm sure they push those kids, and there's things they show them in terms of corrections, but watching them as an opposing coach, they do everything well. It's really amazing. And you really can't say we'll do one or two things and beat them. They're too good for that. The most important thing, they play so hard and they're so physically tough. And you have to match their toughness and then somehow try to make an extra play here or there.
Why didn't Ramon start?
You saw him get emotional after the game. He's just been going through some really personal, difficult things. And he's not only a great person and a great player, he's a great son and a great family member. So he's been dealing with certain things, and he cares about people so much. And you know, some of those situations have taken away from his normal routine. And it's not surprising that they would. So I just admire how much he cares for others, and we love having him in our program. And I really admire how he stepped up today in the face of personal adversity. Not everyone wants to have everyone in the world know everything going on in their lives, but he's a very positive person, and like a lot of us, he's going through a tough stretch, and I admire him more than ever for the way he's responded.
He broke down in here talking about his mom.
Yeah.
It has to do
He's a
with
great son, and it's very emotional, and they're real serious issues. It's real life. It's way more than basketball. And he's a kid that cares about more than basketball, as you saw here today.
John, did his mom recently pass?
No, she didn't pass. It's just some family difficulty.
Okay.
John, you had the lead. They take the lead with 8.4 seconds left. It's a great win no matter what, but it shows a lot of toughness and resolve to not panic in that situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I liked our guys throughout the game mentally. The thing about that I told them before the game about playing Butler is if you beat them, it's a tremendous win. But more importantly, to beat them, we have to get better. So we not only got a great win today, we got better. We got a little tougher, we got a little more physical. They force you to get better. I mean, if we could scrimmage them every day, we might be a Final Four team ourselves someday, because they set the bar so high, especially in terms of effort. They force you to get better. And if you don't, they're winning, which they do almost all the time.
Coach, I think I read after the Xavier game a quote that you said that they were tougher.
Yeah.
And
at that moment in time.
That's what I'm saying, at that game.
Well, listen,
tonight, LaSalle looked very tough.
Well, we're normally pretty tough. Let me tell you, when you go at Xavier, that's a heavyweight match. Yeah. I mean, they beat Butler by 15. So to say Xavier out-toughed you is not a shocking thing. They out-tough a lot of people at that place. So, you know, you're not going to be the toughest guy in every fight, and we just weren't the toughest guy in the last fight. There's nothing wrong with our team, other than we didn't respond as well as we could have against Xavier, but that is a pretty high-level opponent. We didn't get out-toughed by, you know, a cream puff.
Yes.
Hey, John, could you explain the last play? Ramon said
we had no timeouts, and he had to make an aggressive play, and he's a good player that made an aggressive play. No time, no timeouts, and he had to make a play. Much like their guy did against Gonzaga. Sometimes there's no time and there's no timeouts, and you got to have someone do something special, and Ramon did something special.
Do you think that kind of benefited you guys that you didn't have a timeout, that he was just able to just go?
Well, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. So let's just, that's a great question, and let's just be fortunate that we don't know what the outcome is in an alternate universe where we had another timeout and called it.
John, coming where you came in, when you came to the program where it was to where it is now, what would you say that defines it now as to where it was in 2000?
Well, I think that we've become a good Atlantic 10 program. We're one of the better teams and one of the better conferences in the country. We're not super elite, but we win in the Atlantic 10, and we've been doing it consistently. Even my second year, even my fifth year, my sixth year. I mean, we hit a tough stretch there for a couple of years, and you know, the first couple of years when Rodney's class was a freshman, you understand that. When you come in the first year, you understand that. The 2 years that will always bother me were, you know, the 2 years, I forget the years, but I guess this is 9, 8, 6, and 7 were rough years, one because of injuries and chemistry. But what's really frustrating is we had the players for a while now. We've had it to where we should be a good A-10 program, and that's hard to do. To win in this conference on a regular basis, and you know, the LaSalle is one of the best traditions in the history of college basketball, but they had not won in the Atlantic 10 in 12 years, and now we win in the Atlantic 10 on a consistent basis. We want to do more than that, but to become a good team in a tough conference when it's never done, when that wasn't the case before, that's a good thing, and it's the result of a lot of hard work from our administration to our staff to academic support, and of course all the kids that have made things better.
So John, with all that said, with everything this program's been through, what was it like for you down on that court to hear that crowd?
You know what's
see them come
crazy?
out?
I told the team, I mean, I expect this to be good. I mean, if you see me in big wins, I'm not jumping around and doing dances and stuff. I expect this to be good. No, I'm upset when we're not good, but I expect this to be good. It was a dramatic win for our players and for our fans and our students. It was awesome, but you know, I mean, am I going to tell you I'm shocked that we won? Absolutely not.
Is this the kind of win that you wanted in 8 years, like beating a ranked team in this building?
And, no, I didn't 8 years ago say, wow, I hope someday I can beat number 9 in the country in January. No, I didn't think that. I want to be good. I mean, I just want to be good. And here's the thing, this win doesn't mean we're going to have a great season. I mean, we have VCU Saturday, you know? I mean, we can't go in and say, hey, we beat Butler, we're really good. Are you going to let us win? It don't work that way. We're not going to be overly, we're going to enjoy this win, and we appreciate it, and it's meaningful. Our work has barely started. I mean, our work for the week is halfway done. Don't think like this is some landmark win for us. This is a good team that needs to win these kind of games. This is the business that Xavier does. This is the business that Temple does. This is the business that good A-10 teams do. It's nothing out of the ordinary for a good A-10 team to beat a terrific team at home, and we just think we're supposed to do that. I'm thrilled it was dramatic and everyone jumped around and stormed the court, but this is what business is supposed to be like. It's what you're supposed to do.
Can you talk about the fans being asked to leave the court, just what happened there with the conversation with the
Yeah,
refs?
Coach Stevens, who is an amazing coach, just wanted to make sure that the clock ran properly. And of course, with the monitors now, it's a question he should ask, and they just needed to check it out.
Anything else? Okay, thanks everybody.